Welcome back to Health to Spare. Today I'm sharing my personal journey with diabetes. How it all started, the warning signs, and what you should know to avoid the hidden risks. 5 years ago, I received some life-changing news. I was diabetic, and let me tell you, it was a complete shock. I was 39, feeling healthy, and had no idea my body was already being affected. Looking back, I had felt exhausted for months, but I just brushed it off as part of life. I found out purely by chance during a routine blood test. I never expected the results to come back showing diabetes. At the time, I knew very little about diabetes, and I certainly didn't realize how dangerous it could be. Doctors call it the silent killer because symptoms can creep up so slowly that they go unnoticed. For me, one of the earliest signs was extreme tiredness. No matter how much I rested, I couldn't shake the exhaustion. Feeling constantly tired can be a huge red flag, but it's often ignored. So what exactly is diabetes? Diabetes is essentially a condition where your body can't properly process sugar or glucose. This leads to high blood sugar levels, which can cause damage throughout the body over time. Your pancreas produces a hormone called insulin, which helps control blood sugar. But in diabetes, the body either can't produce enough insulin or can't use it effectively. This leaves too much glucose in the bloodstream, where it can silently damage vital organs. There are two main types, type 1 and type 2. Type 1 is often diagnosed early in life and is usually genetic. Type 2 is the type most adults get. For me, I was diagnosed with a specific type called diabetes modi, which typically appears in adults and is often missed in early signs. Diabetes can have many symptoms that are easy to miss. Constant thirst and frequent urination are major clues. When blood sugar is high, the kidneys work overtime to flush it out, making you thirsty. Blurred vision and a feeling of low energy can also be indicators. After my diagnosis, doctors told me I'd need to manage my condition with 3 different types of insulin. I was shocked. I didn't expect to walk away from the hospital carrying insulin injections. Managing diabetes meant a big lifestyle change for me. I decided to control it through exercise and diet. Boxing, martial arts, and cardio became part of my routine. Exercise, I learned, helps the body use glucose more effectively and keeps blood sugar in check. After my diagnosis, I spent 2 weeks in the hospital. During that time, they ran all kinds of tests. Why? Because diabetes can harm almost every part of the body, from your eyes to your heart. I had an eye test, a liver ultrasound, and tests on my kidneys and heart. Diabetes affects all these organs. It can gradually damage blood vessels and nerves, affecting how organs function. The risk of untreated diabetes are severe, and that's no exaggeration. Uncontrolled blood sugar can lead to nerve damage, kidney disease, vision loss, and heart disease. It also increases the risk of heart attack and stroke. These complications are why early diagnosis is critical. Many people don't realize that diabetes is a leading cause of blindness, kidney failure, and even amputation. Early detection is vital. You may feel fine, but the damage can start years before you notice any symptoms. That's why regular checkups and blood tests are essential, especially as you get older or if you're experiencing unusual symptoms. Living with diabetes can be challenging, but it's manageable with the right approach. Controlling your diet is key. Avoiding sugary foods and choosing high fiber options can help keep blood sugar stable. Exercise, even just walking daily, can make a big difference. Over time, healthy habits can improve blood sugar control and reduce the risk of complications. If you're noticing symptoms like constant thirst, fatigue, or blurry vision, don't ignore them. These could be the first signs of diabetes. It's a serious condition, but catching it early can mean the difference between a manageable lifestyle change and severe complications. And if you are diagnosed, know that it's not the end. When I was diagnosed with diabetes, I went into full panic mode. Especially when they told me I had to stay in the hospital for 2 weeks at least. I absolutely hate hospitals and gave the doctors and nurses a really hard time. I kept asking, when can I go home? They wanted to keep me in for longer, but I was such a bad patient that I think they just decided to let me go. But there are ways to live a full and healthy life with diabetes. My personal experience from being told I have to take 3 types of insulin 4 times a day to only taking 1 type of insulin once a day. As a former soldier, martial artist, and bodybuilder, was to really increase my exercise schedule a lot and bring in a lot of cardio. I also started to eat healthily, which I had always done really in the past, though I did always have a sweet tooth, which I still indulge from time to time. But I always make it up by doing a lot of cardio after. I did go online and find some supplements that were supposed to help. There was one that I did feel helped quite a lot. I will put a link in the description, but don't just rely on that alone. Exercise and eating correctly are the cornerstones that I have found to help me deal with diabetes. Thank you for watching and letting me share my journey. I hope it encourages you to take care of your health and stay informed. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. It could help someone else avoid the hidden dangers of diabetes. Stay healthy and see you next time on Health to Spare.